Hello again. Welcome back. This has been like a 3-parter or 4-parter. I don't know how many. But I realized what I was talking about before I had ended the video 2 videos ago. I was talking about beauty and how I appreciate it, right? Something that has a pretty or beautiful aesthetic. Something that you look at and you're just like, oh, wow. Like it just takes you. It just sweeps you up in its arms and just holds you in its frequency, in its essence. I love that. And I have a strange relationship with it. You can just hear my words. I just kind of stumbled over them a second. I just said, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's what this whole talk's going to be about, basically, is trying so hard to make something that feels universally beautiful, or at least beautiful to you, but then it not coming out that way all the time. And it raises the question whether we should even be striving for that beauty, or whether we should just let it unfold naturally as it will, if it will. So much my frequency, my aura, oftentimes it just emanates this cringeness, this awkwardness. I try to hide from it. I try to pretend it's not there. It just is a lot, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to turn the car on because it's hot, but I can't right now because I just realized if I do, the audio is gonna switch and it's gonna be worse. So there's another sort of just awkward reality thing that I thought I was gonna turn on the car. No, I'm not. So anyways, it's just like these kinds of things where it's like part of me wants to just be weird. Like I just want to be okay just like doing like whatever, just being blah blah blah, like don't care, like not caring about what comes out or the result of it, just letting things pour out of me and not holding on to the after image of it, the result. Part of me wants to do that, but then part of me, if I do that sometimes it just it's gnawing at this other part of me that's like, ew, that doesn't look good, that doesn't sound good, that doesn't feel good, or whatever, what have you. And it's like these different parts of me, these different parts of myself are like at war with each other, fighting over like the ideal way to be. Isn't that something? So it's like, how do I find the balance? This is just alchemy happening in real time, isn't it? Part of me feels selfish for spending so much time talking about me on this video, Like, I feel like I want to be a reader. I want to be able to read for people. I want to be helpful to people and uplift people's frequency. And I feel like the more I focus on myself, the harder that is, potentially. Maybe not, but, potentially. Because oftentimes, like, when I watch a reader, like a tarot reader or an oracle reader, if they're talking about themselves a little too much, most of them don't, but sometimes they do, and I'm kind of like, it kind of like is like irritating a little bit to me. I'm kind of like, wait, I thought this was about me. Isn't that so selfish? And so like I feel like to be a good tarot reader, you can't talk about yourself or your own story. People get bugged if you talk about yourself too much. But at the same time, I feel like I have to talk about myself because I just feel it. I just feel that wants to come out, that wants to be expressed. That's a tendency within me. So I have to give it some rein. I have to allow it some space to breathe. Otherwise, it just is just like getting crunchy in there. You know what I mean? And yeah. So it's like, this is more like a video vlog, I'm finding. I'm just doing, like, I guess it's just called a vlog, isn't it? It's kind of just a vlog, isn't it? Because, you know, like, I want to be spiritual and all this stuff. And I am, for sure. But I also have alchemy to do inside myself. The alchemy inside myself is not done. I'm not a finished product at this point. I have work to do. I know I have work to do. I know I need to work on expressing myself. I know I need to work on being a master manifester of my dreams, of what I wish to experience and accomplish and be good at. And yeah, I want to hone my skills in several different areas. And yeah, it's just, there's so much to reality. There's so much going on. So much going on. And yeah, I don't feel like a finished product. And so it's like, how can I expect myself to be this tarot reader where there's no room for me when that's exactly my shadow? Like, that's the shadow work I need to do, is to emanate my frequency more. Be selfish. Like, I actually need, that's good for me, believe it or not. Like, what? Good for you to be selfish? Who do you think you are? For me, that's my work that I need to do. I need to work on my throat chakra, communicating my truth, being authentic, expressing myself to the fullest. And these videos are helping me do that. And I don't think I need the taskmaster to be in here too, saying, you know, micromanaging and saying, well, that didn't look so good the way you did that, or, you know, I think the taskmaster is only making it worse. The micromanager, you know, the criticizer, the critiquer, the critic. Because I'm not perfect. I'm just not. That's not where I'm at right now. I'm not perfect. I've tried so hard to be perfect, but it's not working. It's just not working, man. I need to be more myself and just let it out. I just need to let it out of my water spout. And yeah, I don't know if it's all gonna be aesthetically pleasing to everybody's eye. I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, it might not be beautiful. It might look ugly to some. It might be dark to some. My truth, I feel like readers have said this. Your truth doesn't need to be appraised by others or valued by others in order for it to be important to express. Just because other people aren't accepting or valuing or appreciating your truth doesn't mean you should squelch it and not share it. That is a horrible mindset to go through. And it probably will look dark at first, you know, when you first start expressing it, or awkward, or whatever, what have you, because you're not used to expressing your truth. So of course it's a little stuttery at first. Of course it's a little jittery, you know, as the train's getting onto the train tracks and, you know, starting to go. This is something new that you're working on. It's a skill just like any other that needs to be honed. And you needn't worry about whether it looks all light, all flowers and ponies and rainbows. That is going to be stifling to that progress of becoming free to express yourself truthfully and authentically. You cannot worry about that. And this is running into another aspect of myself, which is, again, that optimistic side of me that wants to see everything as ponies and rainbows and beauty and love and light. And appreciates aesthetic, beautiful aesthetic, poetry, things that move you on the inside. And so, yeah, these parts are at war, and they're just going to have to do alchemy with each other. I don't think it's not black and white. It's not fully one way or fully the other way. It's, you experiment. Yeah, maybe push the extremes and see what each extreme is like, And don't beat yourself up while you're doing that, because you're just experimenting. You're just finding yourself through the alchemical process of the now moment. That is your divine birthright. That is what you're put on this earth to do. So don't beat yourself up if it feels a little rickety. That's just the process. You don't know what you don't know. Don't beat yourself up about that. That's what the process is about. It's about uncovering what you don't know so that you know it. And then you can find yourself more and come back to center more. Or whatever it is. Maybe it's not even center. If yourself might be defined for you in a different way. However it's defined, it will help you to find yourself. Allow yourself to journey towards yourself. Stop stifling yourself as a courtesy to others. That is not helping them, and it's certainly not helping you. So be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Keep being you. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Protect yourself. Have compassion for yourself and experiment. Feel free. You are free to be free. So be free. And maybe you will just find your inner frequency where you may be happy.